Hello, welcome into this mystery reading. My name is Molly. I am the Quantum Leap Queen. Thanks for joining me on this mystery reading. These readings are timeless, so trust that wherever you're at in your life, you ended up on this video, there is some nourishment for you right now. So, I'm going to set the intention right off the bat to give you the best messages that you need to hear today. And we are starting with the tarot. The pause tarot is what I'm starting with. And let's take a shuffle and infuse your energy. And let's find out what we need to talk about today. What are we talking about with this group? I have the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. You guys have been doing some deep diving in your mind. Big mindset shifts, I see. Big belief system shifts is what's becoming possible. I'm getting this image of kind of in a way being forced to the spot that you are now. It was kind of like you were doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it was getting you the same results. And you just had a come to Jesus moment, or like a come to self moment recently, and you're feeling the desire to really shift what's going on inside you. And maybe you've already done some of that, but you recognize really that it's stemming from your mind. It's stemming from how you've been seeing yourself, how you've been seeing life. And that it's actually something that you can address and change. So there is a need, a shift in perspective here that you're really searching for. And you're recognizing it's not going to come from the outside. This is an inside out job. Five of Cups. Yeah, you just hit this moment of, I can't keep continuing the same way that I have been. It's been bringing me too much sorrow. It could be from a relationship. It could be from a relationship with a substance or an addiction of some sort. That's what I'm picturing. Something that just at one point filled up your cup, but you recognize it's just not aligning to fill up your cup anymore, and you hate to let it go because it's such an emotional thing for you. But you're realizing like it's necessary for me now to shift. The Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. You're now in this position where you're ready to do the work, to stand alone and to build something new. And honestly, to let go of what you've built in the past, if it was a relationship with a person, with a substance. It's something that, how do I say? You were hoping to rebuild it in a different way, or to like develop your relationship with it in a different way. But I think you're realizing you're like, no, it's gotta go. I gotta gut it. It's gotta go. I can't keep giving myself to this thing. That's the energy I'm feeling. What advice is there for this group? Ooh, nice. I have the Fool and the Ten of Pentacles. They're saying allow yourself to be guided. Allow yourself to drop expectations of yourself, to let go of past identities, and to really trust in the divine and in the messages that you get on the daily about what to do, where to put your energy. You're developing a deeper relationship with yourself and therefore with life. And life is speaking to you all the time, all the time. Um, and with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm getting a double message here of you're walking away from something that you really thought was it all. Definitely could have been a relationship, but you really thought you had it all, and then you're recognizing, like, no, this isn't it. This isn't it. I have to pivot. I have to. And the second message with the Ten of Pentacles is your Ten of Pentacles is truly like there for you when you are in the Fool energy, the infinite energy of listening / detaching to everything. You know, like really allowing the Ten of Pentacles to manifest for you and not feeling forced to create it yourself. It's more like allowing, through alignment, the Ten of Pentacles to come in for you. That's what I feel. That's your secret sauce. What else can I tell this group? I had the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, there was so much resistance to walking away, and perhaps there still is. Perhaps you're teeter-tottering between walking away, starting new. Let me ask more about that. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Nice. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Let me see. And the Wheel of Fortune. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, again, there is this beautiful message here of listen to your intuition. It talks to you all the time. All the time. You know the right things to do. You don't need to question yourself or what you're receiving. But that truly is your golden compass. Truly, with the Wheel of Fortune, even looks like a golden compass. Like, that is it. That's when you are on the best timeline for yourself. That's when the magic aligns, is when you truly listen to yourself and truly bring in that magic by simply listening and honoring what you're hearing by taking the action steps it wants you to take. And maybe that action is like, don't do anything. Just be for a little bit. You know, it's going to be, you're going to develop so much more trust in yourself and in your own intuition. That's the secret sauce. That's literally, it's the cheat code to life. And I think you're recognizing that more and more about yourself, about life in general. How magical it all is, and how literally effortless it all really is when you're flowing with it versus forcing it. What other advice is there for this mystery group? I have the King of Wands. Nice. So we not only have the Queen of Wands, now we have the King of Wands out. It's kind of saying like you can be in both your masculine and feminine energy. You know, you can really learn to master both, and in fact, I think that is what you are doing. You're becoming the master of both feminine and masculine energy, and the wands are just this rebellious, electric energy that you carry with you as well. Not needing to fit into any specific mold. You know, you're really a pioneer and carving your own path. And as well, I feel like because it's a couple here and it's the wands, it's like there's big potential for a relationship, like a deep a deep connection with someone that I think of like, I really don't like using the term like twin flame, but just a really deep, powerful connection with someone that is your match. I always picture it as like a DNA strand, like two sides of a DNA strand, and they're just like connecting through. Then the ladder it builds as they build. That's what I think. So if that's something you've been craving in life, I think that is in the cards for you too. What else? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands. They're saying go about it messy. When you're in this creation process, like creating anew here, like really having this kind of big life pivot, this big chapter that you're pivoting, don't take it too seriously. Don't think that don't apply all these expectations about how you want it to look. They're saying just to run with the energy downloads that you get, the information that you get, and do your best just to build it, to manifest it, to create it in the physical, but also be very detached to how it looks. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't even need to be good. They're just saying build. They're saying honor it. Build it by honoring it by building it. That's what I'm hearing. So take the downloads and run with them. And they're saying the hurts or the wrongdoings from the past that you've experienced, that karma always makes its way back around. And to focus on your own lane, because truly I think your success in the future is what's going to bring in the karma. But yeah, it was almost like there was something that went down that was just out of your control, and or maybe you felt like regret from the past or something, but there's just something, a message here that says let the past be the past, focus on the you now and what you're building, and focus on your knowing. It's not trying to convince anyone of anything. Focus on your knowing of yourself. And maybe that involves doing some deeper work with yourself, with the High Priestess here in the middle. Very much inside out, very much third eye intuitive. And I think you've seen the injustice, and then I have the Judgment card fall as I say that. You've seen the injustice and it bothers you, or it did bother you. But they're saying don't let that bother you. Don't have that extra weight. It's not necessary. Let it be, and know that the truth is always revealed in the end. Always. Always, always, always. There is nothing but the truth. Like, people try to deceive, right? We try to deceive ourselves. But the truth is always there. You're not really far from that ever. You can pretend you're not in truth, or that the truth doesn't affect you, but that's not how life works. That's not reality. So they're saying to let the past be the past. Just let those people be those people. Let them. How freeing does that feel? You don't need to hold on to anything from them or that chapter. It is so much now about you being truthful with yourself, not needing to convince anyone of your reality, and not having anyone convince you of their reality. You know, I think you are one to naturally listen deeply to people. So, and that's the people that listen the deepest, I feel like, are also those that question themselves the most. Was I doing the right thing? Was I really in integrity? That's how you know you're aligned with truth, is when you really question yourself, even though you naturally do that. You're still double checking, triple checking, you know, making sure you're aligned because it's important. Because that's where the energy is able to come in and be amplified the most. That's where you gather the most magic and magnetic opportunities. So that's what they're saying to focus on, is your own lane. Let the karma take care of itself. That's what I hear. Okay, let me just ask if there's anything else from the tarot before I move on to some oracle. Yeah, the double native. It just last message about if it was a person or something that you're leaving behind, they're gonna stay in that stuck spot and let them, because with the Two of Wands, I see you're doing something different. You're choosing to move on. You're choosing to move on and open up your horizons to different opportunities, different lenses, different viewpoints. Like, you're really open. This person is not very open, and they're going to keep themselves stuck. Truly, because it takes radical self-honesty and a shift in perspective for you to actually move from where you're at, like a person is at. And they're just gonna, like, I feel like if you see them in some years, they're just gonna be in the same spot. So that's their own personal choice. Just FYI. Okay, I do want to move on. Let's pull some cards. I'm going to start with the Sacred Symbols Oracle. We'll get some oracle messages for you guys. So what does this group need to hear most from this deck? What's the most important? Oh, goodness. Magic. Number 3 with the pentacle. Nice. Yes, that is literally what you are tapping more into, is your own magic. It's so random, but I just remembered, like, when I was a kid, I used to draw stars, like, over and over and over, all these stars all over my notebooks. Like, I just was obsessed with drawing stars, and it's literally the pentacle. Okay. Let me read about it here. So, you are a magical being. Time to stop hiding the awe-inspiring abilities you have to connect to the divine. Drawing the pentacle invites you to connect with your personal magic on a deeper level at this time. Working with the phases of the moon in ritual and with herbs, candles, crystals, and spell work are some of the ways that we can connect our magic on the physical plane to the etheric realms. Find what suits you best and love. Find what suits you best with love and with harm to none. You are inquiring about a relationship. If you are inquiring about a relationship or situation, take heart. There is something quite special here. Proceed with curiosity and wonder as this situation begins to unfold in the most unique of ways. Meditate on the pentacle when you want to draw draw in the power of elements to protect your energy and slash or sacred space. So it's saying that it's a earth spirit. Yeah, so that's how it is. That, you know, this is one of the oldest symbols we've ever had. And yeah, so this is just confirming what we've been talking about, you connecting to your magic in a deeper way and truly like having fun with like the magic creation process. And I like that it included like no harm to other people. Like don't even include like I don't even include other people in your magic rituals. It's you and you. It's you and you. It is. Yes. I mean, you can include like collective big energy, but obviously some people, they use magic to like in negative ways against people, and I think there's karma to that too. I think if you're doing that, that comes back around to you. But yeah, there's so many fun little ways, and you can get the intuitive downloads about what magical ritual to do. Something that suits you best, and it can just be something you made up or something literally you get the download of. That's something I've been doing more in my life, and I tell you what, that stuff works. That stuff works better than you could imagine, actually. So enjoy that. Enjoy that. You're literally a magic creator. So yes. Yes. Okay, let's move on to the animal oracle next. Let's see what is the best message for this group from this deck. Oh, okay, we got it. Oh, it says immense growth. Nice. Immense growth. It did come out in the reverse, so it just makes me think like you're early in your journey, or you're very in this chapter is like new for you. But let's find out what it says. Okay, immense growth with the vulture. Vulture comes to speak to us about the wisdom of the sacredness of suffering. In Buddhism, the first noble truth is that all life involves suffering. It is not something to be escaped, but to be accepted. Only when we accept this law of our existence are we able to transmute and grow from suffering. Vulture sustains her life by living off that which is dead. She does not interfere by bringing a quicker death to her prey. Instead, she allows it to endure what it must, and its suffering ends in a natural time. This mirrors back to us the importance of patience. There is a profound lesson in the name of the turkey vulture. Cathartes aura, meaning golden purifier. They indeed purify the landscapes by removing decomposing carcasses that could spread disease and harmful bacteria. In the same way, vulture cleanses the land, suffering purifies the heart from and removes the veils of ego. Wow. Suffering comes in two forms. Both are meant for growth. The first form is inflicted upon us and is out of our control. The second form is self-inflicted, created from the attachments and illusions of our ego. Whatever form your own suffering takes, you must first accept it. When we resist the pain, when we resist aspects of ourselves, we do not like when we when we resist aspects of ourselves we do not like, when we resist rejection, we perpetuate self-inflicted suffering. It is only when we accept that pain brings to do what it was meant to do, to transform us. This is the genius alchemy, this is the genius alchemical property behind acceptance. It transmutes. Vulture's medicine asks you to understand that pain, suffering, and trauma hold an energetic power. It is your choice whether to allow that power to attack you or to transmute its energy into your greatest asset. If you choose the latter, within a hidden gift will be revealed far greater than all your pain. True beans on all of that. Wow. And that's it. And that's why it came out in the reverse, to say you're early in this journey. I think you're probably still experiencing pain, but you're realizing, the recognition is there that I can transmute this. I can do this. And I think that's where you're sitting. And it is so necessary. And when you choose to do the work of transmuting by having the patience with yourself, to sit with yourself, and to allow these tough energies to move through you, there is such a gift at the end of that tunnel, such a gift greater than you can see. You can't see it now when you're in it, but it comes through, and you're just like, you look back and you're like, man, I'm so glad that happened. I'm so glad I went through that. Even though at the time it's like, I would never in a million years say that. Yeah, so, okay. Nice. So I would like to get to 2 more decks before we wrap up here. The Medicine Woman Oracle I'd like to do next. What needs to be said from this deck for this group? The Circle of Life. It says, I give you my blessing to accomplish your quest. And notice how, at least for me, maybe she's not pregnant, but it just reminds me of like birth. Like she's literally birthing something new. That's how I feel. And that's obviously a very uncomfortable near-death experience. And that's where I think you're at, is like this birthing process of a new self, a new life. And yeah, it's just difficult. There's no way around it. You can't cheat this part. You can't take shortcuts. You have to sit with it. And that's where your true power comes, though. Knowing that you can do it, that you sat with it, you know. So that's what I feel. That message is, give yourself a lot of grace right now. This is not easy. This is not an easy chapter, but it's well worth it. I promise. Okay, lastly, I want to pull from the I Create My Reality deck. What is the best final message for this group to hear? What do we got? What do we got for this group? Okay, oh, of course. It says, embrace the transformation. Embrace the transformation. When I change the way I look at things, those things also change. Instead of waiting for things to change your perspective. If you look closely enough, there is almost always something positive in every situation. Focus on that and let it shift the way you see things. You will find that this makes your life lighter and helps you flow. True, true. And I think I'm picturing you in that teeter-totter position of, man, I can look at the deep dark past and all of those energies that are still with you, and again, not pushing it away. That's just a part of where you're at. But then also, it's getting lighter. That other side of that teeter-totter, you're recognizing already the gifts that have come from you walking away from whatever this was. You're already seeing that. So that will become more and more blatantly clear as you move forward. It will just, it's not something you can rush either. It's not, and I've been saying that, but it literally is. You have to just kind of allow the process to take its course. And but this is a really good reminder that when you have spent too much time, let's say, or taken too much of your energy in the dark, make sure to get enough energy in the light. You know, you have that choice too on where your focus is at, where your perspective is at. So that is it. That is it for this mystery reading. I'm wishing you guys the best on your journey. This is not easy where you're at, but I'm sending you so much love, and you got this. You got this 100,000,000%. You got this, and it's always worth it. I know you know that. I know you know that at the deepest core level of your being. So that's it. Come on back when you need some more nourishment. We'll see you guys on the next reading. Bye.